Jason Myers to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. This is Carson, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, twisting away. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
11-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 37.
First down, Cleveland.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Chubb on the counter, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Browns 6. Seahawks nothing.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. He may try and run from the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Made by Miles.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day, all day.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance on running later. I'm moving in the sugar, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for never related. We don't play fair, baby, we
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Check, 93's the mic,
They run it with Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go with Chubb on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To Kareem Hunt.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns. Touchdown.
81, Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Going deep here for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st down, Browns.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Mayfield now. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone.